morning. It is literally 12:05. I woke up at 7-ish. I did a few chores, and then once my mom left for work, I crawled back into bed with Kulfi because I was just so sleepy. It is Saturday, and welcome to a little vlog of a little bookish day in my life because there is a lot of stuff regarding books which I want to get done, and I was like, why not vlog it? I just don't want to get into the whole thing once again. If you guys have been watching, you'd know I'm going through like a burnout state of mind. This one has been going on for the last 7 months, which is the longest I've been burnt out completely. But it's okay, we are coming back out of it. I have a fuck ton of work to do. I just don't know how this happened. Kulfi got surgery a few weeks ago. We just got her spayed because it was time, and before that a lot of stuff happened to her, nothing serious. She's all recovered now. Look at her. We had to trim off her hair because just her head is full of fur, but the rest of her is completely trimmed, but the hair has come back now slowly. But yeah, so my the last 3 weeks exactly have been all about that. 3-4 weeks have been all about that. So I have been very behind on work, and since I had to pay for the surgery, I took on a few more extra work opportunities in terms of reviews. Right now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 reviews which I need to submit in the next 10 days because I want to get this work done before July end so that I can freshly commission more work for August. I also have an interview scheduled on 28th of July, so there is still a little bit time for that, but I need to read the book first and make myself familiar with the questions and everything. Why am I giving you a full rundown right away? I'm feeling very chatty, I'm feeling very yappy, but it's time to make a coffee, it's time to wake up. Today is gonna be a little bit of a productive relaxation day. I don't want to not work at all, but I am due for a little bit of a rest. Rest in the sense not physical rest. I'm due for a little mental rest, I've been just thinking. If I'm not thinking, then if I am not thinking, I'm either writing, and to write book reviews, I need to read those books, and the books I usually commission reviews for are a lot more in the literary fiction zone because those are the books which usually get commissioned. I know I won't be getting commissioned to write a review of a cozy mystery, but so yeah, my mind is a lot active than my body, and I intend to give a little bit of a rest to my mind. So I am going to read. I have the audiobook for Taylor Jenkins Reid's newest release, Atmosphere, and I am reviewing it as well, so I need to pay a little bit attention, but Taylor Jenkins Reid is very bingeable. I am hoping to finish reading it completely today itself, and I most likely will because Taylor Jenkins Reid, I don't think so I've ever had a Taylor Jenkins Reid book which I did not finish in a single sitting because her writing is just that addictive. While I am going to listen to the audiobook, I thought, why not reorganize my bookshelves? It's been a while since I did it. The last time I did, I changed the whole layout of my room, and I think so I'm going to change it back once again because as much as I like having space on both sides of the bed, it's getting a little cluttered in terms of how much open space I have in my entire room, and I just want to switch it back to its old layout. The books are all scattered. I've acquired a lot more books since then. I'm thinking whether I should order another one of those skinny shelves or do I wait and get a bigger shelf later. I don't know. It's too much to care right now. I had another vlog which I filmed a few weeks ago. I think so it was in June, yeah. It was on 8th of June. I specifically remember because I did the footage folder by that name, 8 June footage. I don't know, I'm not really interested in editing it and posting it because it's been over a month since I filmed it. It's nothing too iconic or nothing too memorable in terms of what happened, just a normal vlog. But yeah, so I'm not gonna edit that. Wait, I'm not gonna edit that. I'm gonna start over fresh. I also might go to a cafe and read in the evening because I just need to get out of the house. I have a little bit of a news to share with you guys. Last weekend, the Amazon sale was on, and I've had this thing in my wish list for a very long time. Just never felt the pull to actually buy it, and I finally did. I finally got my first tarot card deck, and it came in yesterday, and I've just been going through it, connecting with it, and just pulling cards randomly, making random spreads I found on Pinterest, and then just analyzing them, interpreting them. And today morning I did a little pull, which was two cards, the Five of Wands reversed and the Ten of Wands upright. And my questions were, what am I feeling today? Where is my energy? And how can I alchemize it better and make this into a better day? I'm using Google to understand and interpret these cards because I don't know them that well yet. And the first card is just like a bunch of people fighting with wands, and it comes upright. So it means, so normally my interpretation with this was there's a lot of clatter going on in my head, there's a lot of noise, but since it's reversed, it's not in the forefront of my mind, it's a bit subdued, it's a bit in the back of my head. And that rang so true because there's always something or the other going on in my mind. Last night when I went to sleep, I had just such a big chaos in my head about what to do about a particular thing. I'll talk about it. You guys might know about it as well, about the Insta360 Go 3S. I desperately want that camera, but I don't know what way to go about it. There's a few ways I can go about it. I did a spread about the Insta360 camera last night as well, and I got a lot of clarity through that as well. So, and that in turn resulted in a reversed Five of Wands, and then the other card is the upright Ten of Wands. And this card means that you're carrying a lot and you can rest it for a little bit. You can put it away, you can put things off which are not important right now. And that was such a good card to get that was such a good card to get along with this one, because it means there's a lot of clutter in the back, and you can put things down which don't require your immediate attention. Focus on what truly matters and let go of things which are just dead weight for now. The things which you are holding on to, while they might be important, they are not high priority right now. You can put things down. For example, I've been taking so much, I've been worrying so much over the amount of work I have to submit in time. I don't want to be late, I don't want to sour my relationship with my editors, but I cannot submit 8 reviews at the same time. I just need to pick one to focus on, pick one book to read, and then work on it, and then move on to the next one, so I can put the rest of the 7 books away from my mind. I don't have to think about them constantly. And I feel I'm already getting so much better at reading the cards. I've been using Google and ChatGPT here and there to understand them, but you just have to look at the cards and it will tell you what you need to hear. I do believe in tarot. I also know that you have your free will and you can decide to do whatever you want, and the cards don't dictate your fortune, your future. I kind of want to pull a card for you guys. And be one of those, I do love watching people who make card pulls and give these readings online on YouTube. That is one of the favorite things which I love watching, and so many times they're so spot on. It's crazy how spot on they are. So I'm just gonna pull one card for you guys and see if there's any message for you guys. It's obviously take it if if it aligns, or take don't if it doesn't. What do the people who are watching this want to hear? Oh, we have 3 cards: Page of Swords, the Empress reverse, and Death reversed. The message I have for you guys is that you don't have all of the answers. You just need to stay curious, and you need to learn. You need to be open to learn, open to understand and accept your mistakes, and move through them by learning something new. And something inside you is already changing. That you know that something needs to change, but you've been resisting it. But the change is already happening, so it would be much better if you'd not resist it and you'd open yourself to it. Scared to let something, some person or some relationship. I'm just hearing whatever. Oh God, okay. I'm sounding very. I'm feeling this is about a relationship. Something is gonna you just need to let go. The change is already happening. You cannot stick yourself. You cannot stop the change from happening. And then the reverse Empress is that you deserve care, you deserve softness, and you deserve to just like be in your feminine energy and bloom again. Like, you deserve to receive. You need to let yourself be in that receiving mode. Just focus on being in your feminine energy. This applies for both men and women, obviously. Feminine energy is not just for girls, not just for women. Just like pamper yourself. 3 cards on the first pull ever on the channel. I don't know how frequent this is gonna happen. Let me know if you're interested. But enough chatting. I'm just gonna finish up my coffee, and this is so fun. This is not something which I'm gonna pursue professionally, because this is very much for fun and this is very much for myself. But I might do a few readings here and there for my friends, or maybe like in every vlog we can do just 1 card pull and see what message you and I need to hear for the day. Sometimes it will resonate, sometimes it won't. But yeah, this is for fun. This is not that serious. This is one of those things, like, take it or leave it. And moving on, I also this is gonna be a very yappy vlog. I just can feel it. I want to talk a lot. I have not talked a lot in a very long time. I've been just at home reading, writing, and I've not filmed anything for the last like month or so, over a month or so. And I just wanna yap. I wanna yap, and you guys are gonna be here with me. I wanna yap. I recently read a book. Let me talk about the book, actually. You know what, let's move on to the room, because that is like my home ground, literally my home ground, and we will chat about the book that I just finished, which I really loved, which is Rejection by Tony Tulatimutti. This is one of the best books I've read ever. It is so clever, it is so funny, and it is so unapologetically 2020s that, like, whenever I'm reading anything which is very contemporary, like any mention of Instagram, TikTok, or like COVID, I immediately get the ick from a book. Like, I just don't want to be reminded of the current times when I'm reading. I want to travel, I want to escape. I just don't want to have anything to do with that real world when I'm reading. But this book is so 2020s. It's like a perfect mirror to the culture we have right now. It's titled Rejection. It's a novel in stories. It's not a short story collection per se, but it's stories which are connected through the theme of rejection. There are characters which overlap here and there, which are mentioned in the other stories, but it's about rejection and how it affects your psyche and how it throws your life into chaos. And at first I thought it was just going to be about breakups and people getting rejected in love and everything, but it is just one of the best books I've read so far. The writing is so clever. The writing is so meta. There are how many stories? I don't know how much I want to spoil. I did write a review of it, which should be out in the next few weeks. There are total 7 stories, and all of them are just so perfectly well written. They're so spot on in the way that they hold a mirror to the current culture as and criticize it at the same time, and the writing is just so familiar. If you relate to any of the characters in this book, I have nothing but the biggest amount of sympathy and pity for you. I really hope nobody who watches this vlog relates to any of these characters, because they are just so they're just so they're not bad necessarily, but they're just like the product of the worst part of today's culture. It talks a lot about today's dating culture, today's social media culture, and how being chronically online just like has turned us into like hypersensitive, yet at the same time callous beings. Is just so funny. The third story, Ahega, or the Ballad of Sexual Repression, I was reading it while I was sitting on the couch in the living room, and I was laughing so much. I literally slid down from the couch. It was so funny. Funny in the sense it's not jokes that's funny, it's just so funny that this is our reality, and it's funny to see it written in a book. It is just so fun. I had so much fun. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't have a physical copy of Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, but I'm gonna start the audiobook. I also have an ebook on my Kobo. Look at this. The first time in history the US Taylor Jenkins Reid cover is bad. The UK one is better. Otherwise, I am a sucker for her US covers. But this time the UK cover is much better, because what is this? Like, I don't like this. Like, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna get into the groove of the book for a little bit, for like an hour or so, and then once I am deep enough the book, once I'm familiar enough with the characters, then I will get on with organizing the book. So I'm gonna take the bed and push it back in the corner. The shelf is gonna come back over here. That shelf, this skinny shelf is gonna come back to here. I need to reorganize this, because what the hell is this? Like, you guys see these two big piles? I need to put this in the office down below, but there's just so much clutter in the house. And what has happened is that since this bookshelf covers the desk area a little bit, like the desk area has gotten kind of enclosed, I can't see it outright, and so it's turned into like a storage area. It has gotten so messy, it has gotten so cluttered, and no matter how much I do, it does not make it always ends up being cluttered. It always ends up being cluttered. So yeah. Oh, my sweet Baba. There is already so much space in the room. I'm so like glad that I did it, because the space like did not go anywhere. Like, it was just split between here and next to the wall, but I just like have a lot more area to work with now. I think so I'm gonna also go through my book collection and sort out books which I don't want to keep anymore, because I just am running out of space. So I'm gonna either sell them, I'm gonna sell most of them, or then I'm gonna just like give some away, maybe like to a charity shop or something. There are not charity shops over here, but I'll figure some things out. I don't really, and don't think so I'm gonna walk you guys through all of that, because anytime I sit down and go through my book collection, I get very anxious. I don't know why. Change of plans. I don't have the will to reorganize and sort through my shelves right now, so I'm just going to put everything away, make some piles over here. I have a lot more space than what was over there, and we'll get back to it sometime in the future. Also, I want to show you guys a tote bag that I got literally like 2 days ago. Let me show you. I've been wanting this tote bag for like almost like more than a year. It's the Daily Objects Carbon Black Idle tote bag, and I finally have it. Look at it. It is so pretty. It's very big, and that is exactly how I wanted it, because I wanted to have a bag where I can carry everything that I need. The straps are not as long as I hope for them to be. I thought like the shoulder strap would be a bit longer, but this is how long the shoulder strap is. It's just like a little bit longer than my arm over here. And look at it, it's like puffer material. There are so many pockets, like pocket, 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 and the inside also is very spacious. It's like the perfect weekend getaway bag, to be honest. There's like this laptop compartment, there are like this inner like compartments to store your keys and stuff. I am very impressed with it, and I hope Daily Objects sponsors me in the future, because there are so many of their products which I really want badly, but they're expensive, but they're really good quality as well. I really love my other tote bag from Daily Objects that I have. I've been yapping it up, but yeah, I started watching The Desolation of Smaug on Prime Video. It's the second Hobbit movie. The Hobbit movies were not available on Prime for a very long time, and during that time I rewatched The Lord of the Rings like 2-3 times, but I recently found they're back, so I'm rewatching them. I took a little bit of a break from the Taylor Jenkins book, and I am enjoying it a lot. It's very good, but I just like could not focus with everything that I was doing, so I just put it on background, and I think so I'm gonna keep at it while I put everything back in order. I completely forgot that I was vlogging, but I just got like the majority of the room all done. Let me show it to you. I'm now like clearing everything from behind the door. It is a little bit overwhelming because there's just like a lot of pile up that's happening over here, but I need to actually sit down one day and go through all of the books and see which books I really want to keep and which books I am ready to part with, because there's just a lot of books over here. I know for a fact that there is a lot that's gonna clear up from here, because unfortunately I am no longer in my heavy fantasy era, and even if I want to read a fantasy book or if I want to enter it, I don't feel like allocating that much shelf space for it. So I'm just going to pick through it and keep the books which I really enjoy. For example, the Lord of the Rings series, or books which I'm eager to read. For example, the Poppy War trilogy, or there are like few books like Fathom Folk, Blood of the Old Kings, and just like all of those books, like the Travis Baldree cozy fantasy books, and just the other books, for example, like the what is it called, Holly Black series, the Cruel Prince series. That's gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of that. Then the Cassandra Clare books I'm gonna get rid of. There are like a lot of books which I am not gonna read anymore, or even if I am, I'll either read them as audiobooks or on my Kobo. So I don't need to have the physical books, and I can use that shelf space for